Hello, Internet. It's
me, Dorky Evie. And that probably didn't look as cool as I felt doing that. And also I don't want to record the video in this angle, so I'm gonna... Yo. Hello. Today I want to spend this video talking about one of the best quartets in film history. Now, if you don't know what a quartet is, it also has another word, which is this.
Tetralogy.
And so what this means is that it is a movie with 4 parts. Today I'm going to be talking about the best one, which we all know is Alvin and the Chipmunks. It sucks so much. Okay, that's a little too aggressive. I'm going to talk about why I dislike these movies. I've been wanting to do this video since like November. There's many reasons why I didn't make this video, but they don't really matter that much. Also, this is like my 12th time trying to record this today because it just keeps getting to a point where I'm not happy with it, so then I stop it and delete it. So here I am again. I was originally going to write a script for this video, but then that didn't work out either. I realized how unfunny I am, so I'm just gonna wing it. So, Alvin and the Chipmunks is a franchise starting all the way back in 1958, and that history involves a bunch of albums and covers and animations, but I don't really care about them because I care about the revival of Alvin and the Chipmunks, the franchise, that first started in 2007 when the CGI live-action Alvin and the Chipmunks film was released. And man oh man, did I love that movie to death. Okay, the quick summary of the first movie involves Alvin, Simon, and Theodore going from their little happy chipmunk tree to into the real world of humans, and then they become famous singers. And then there's this guy Dave, who has a whole love plotline that is unneeded and I didn't care about it. But it's in there and it takes up so much of the movie. Like, no, I came here for the singing chipmunks. I don't care about you, Dave. Jeez. And also this other guy, but I forget his name, but he is very important to the movie. He's the bad guy. And rewatching this back, there's so many things in this movie. I'm just like, why is that there? And also, I'm like, why is the CGI so bad? It's so ugly. And it kind of hurts rewatching these movies because, like, I love these movies. This is coming from an ex-Alvin and the Chipmunks fan. Like, 6-year-old me, she loved Alvin and the Chipmunks. And here I am saying how bad they are. So not only do the movies have bad CGI and, like, a really messy and all over the place plot, and, like, when you watch the movie, there's not that much heart in it. It kind of shows that they kind of lost interest in the movie and they were just like, yeah, this is good enough. Another thing about the films is that they're so dated. They make so many references, which were like great at the time, but making all these like pop culture references that were all popular at the time means that your movie really can't work in later years, because the audience that's watching these movies stops relating to the movie, which is why so many movies we watch as a kid don't hold up, which for me is Alvin and the Chipmunk. The movie ends with like showing how like big they got, and then the second movie happens and they kind of just like pretend all that didn't happen so they could go to high school. And so the second movie came out in 2009, and guess what? It's something no one saw coming. What if the Chipmunks were girls? And what if they dated each other? Squeakles still has so many things that the first movie has, which is bad CGI, a messy plot, Dave just not wanting to be in the movie, which is why he's not. He's at the start of the movie and the end of the movie. The second movie follows Alvin, Simon, and Theodore with Dave 2.0 going to high school where the Chipettes, which is Brittany and then Jeanette, Eleanor, and they want to be famous. And then they meet this guy from the first movie. I really forgotten his name. Ian. I think it's Ian. It was not Ian, he's Ian now. And so they find Ian, and then he does everything he can to get them to where the Chipmunks were. Even though the Chipmunks, in the first movie, it shows that they got really famous. But now they're in high school, they're losers. It's the Chipmunks versus the Chipettes. They end with the song We Are Family, and then Dave saying goodnight to them all. So are now they siblings? The movie made it very, kind of nodded that these three sisters were going to be these three brothers' love interest, which still is a bit. Did Dave adopt them as well? I'm pretty sure he did, which means that now they're brother and sister, but they're still love interest. But I mean, they're not humans, they're chipmunks, so why does it matter? I watched that movie, and it has the same issue as the first one, where it kind of starts off having people kind of passionate about the projects. It kind of starts off we love this movie we're making, but then that doesn't last long, and then it's back to we just gotta get this movie over and done with. Oh yeah, they also kill a grandma. LOL, grandma be dead. And so after that movie, we're hit with the 2011 classic, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwrecked. And now this one is known for being the worst one out of all the movies, and I definitely see that, but this one used to be my favorite when I was younger. Sometimes I was disappointed because I had to watch the first two to get to the third one. The movie sucks so bad. I could tell they got a bit better at knowing how to animate them, but they're still ugly and horrible to look at. So the third movie, the plot, really quickly, is just the Chipmunks and the Chipettes are on this boat, and then they kind of get bored of the boat. So then they fall off and are on this island, and then Dave and Ian, who is now this bird character, they go and try to find them, but they also got lost at sea, but they also ended up at the same place. And they also meet this girl who's crazy and talks to basketballs, which is a mood. I'll be like, basketball, and it's bounce, bounce. And Simon gets bitten by a bug, and now he's all macho and Chad-like, and his name's Simone. And he's really attracted to Jeanette, but I still don't know, are they siblings? Are they siblings? And then a volcano goes off, and a whole lot happens in this movie, and a whole lot of nothing happens in this movie. The songs aren't even good in this movie as they were in other movies. Except for one song. I think this song was the only reason why this movie was my favorite. And the song was the opening song of the movie. And you know how I know I love that song so much? I have some proof that the third movie was my favorite movie. Because I had this, my DSi, and there was a feature. You could record your voice and yada yada yada. But if we look, okay, not this one. This isn't the one I'm trying to show. It's I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the audio from 2013, and if you could hear it, you can hear me singing along to the song. And how I recorded this was it was playing on my TV, and I just held my DSi because I love this song so much, I wanted to listen to it all the time. So, I have another story relating to the third Chipmunks movie. So, 2011, I don't remember what age I am, I'll put it here. Bing! I was at this after school club. I was with this group of girls, and so there was me and then 3 of them. and we all really liked the Chipmunks, and the movie was like coming out in like a week or 2 weeks, so we were like really excited, and we would always talk about it, and we would always like talk about which characters who. The main girl in our group, who name was also Brittany. She was Brittany. And then another girl in our group, she was kind of smart, so she was Jeanette. And then the other girl in the group, she was Eleanor, and me. And I was no one. And the thing is, they would practice like dance routine. There's like this whole little story relating to these girls and how they bullied me. But that's another story for another day. So these girls, I kind of saw them as my best friends, even though they didn't like me at all. And so when they were all dancing Chipette routine, they always kind of said that I couldn't join because it was only free Chipette and I would just ruin it, and they want to base it off the movie. And but then when the third movie was coming out, Brittany, she was like, "Oh, Evie, I've already watched the third movie and there's a new chipmunk girl, so you can dance with us for today, I guess." So I got to dance with them, and I was really excited because the new Chipette girl, whose like name was like Laura or something, I was so excited for her because I was like, yay, I finally get to be part of our group. And then I watched the third movie, and there was no Laura, and then I cried. And then afterwards, they were like, haha, we're only joking. We're still not part of our chipmunk group. And then I watched them dance. Anyway, isn't that a cute, fun story? But I still really love that movie, even though it plot sucks so much, and the animation sucks, and the dialogue sucks. The only good character in this is probably the basketball with a face on it. And so that leaves us to 2015, when the fourth movie came out. And actually, the fourth movie isn't as bad as the others. The studio definitely got better at animating, except for some parts where the animation isn't very nice. But then it's a lot more nicer to watch. I mean, the plot still isn't that great. The plot just follows the Chipmunks this time because Chipettes are on like American Idol because they're all famous now. But the Chipmunks aren't really anymore. That kind of just died down. We follow Dave getting another love interest, and that's all great and dandy, but the girlfriend has a son. This son, he's mean, and he doesn't like the Chipmunks and doesn't want to be their brother. And so this movie follows the Chipmunks and the soon-to-be stepbrother who doesn't want to be related to them, and they don't want to be related to him, going on a big road trip. I kind of forget the plot. I just know it's a road trip movie. Fourth one's the only one I didn't rewatch, but I remember. I also saw it at the cinema. I saw that trash in the cinema. And that's how I know it wasn't a good movie. But it was a lot better than the other movies because the animation was a lot better and they weren't as ugly, but they're still kind of ugly. I don't really have that much to say about the fourth movie because it's just kind of there. Like, it just has some bad CGI at some points, and the plot has more of like a direction than the other movies, but then it also has a whole juicy wiggle bit. I'm not a fan of that bit. Sorry, Red Foo. I think that's his name. I don't remember. That movie's just okay, but it's a lot better than the other movies. So yeah, this was my video on why Alvin and the Chipmunks sucks, even though I barely went into detail, because I could have easily just like spent like one video talking about one movie, but I just wanted to talk about the third movie, but I felt like I had to talk about the other movies to talk about the third movie. So here I am with like 40 minutes of footage. Oh, no one's gonna watch this. Why do I do this to myself? So thank you for watching, if you did watch. Sorry, 6-year-old me. The Chipmunks suck. Peace. I have a taco hat. Okay, bye. I don't know why I hit my camera. I'm sorry, laptop. That's not even a cool way to end the video. I've done that so many times. Ugh. I'm just gonna leave frame. That's what I'm doing.